Scrapping in my own private Idaho, and today I am on day 11. I'm still one day behind. I am using this fun sketch by Liz Morales Santos, and I am using, so this layout is all about using pictures that are less than stellar. So I'm doing my niece's photo album, and these pictures came from one of the very first scrapbooks I ever made. It's probably about my third or fourth page, and so I had cut out, so if you look at these pictures, I had cut out around my niece's face. So they're not great pictures, but they are really the only ones I have of her at this age. So, well, I'm trying to make a whole album. So basically her album's going to be from her being about, I think the youngest picture I have her is like she's about 6 or 7 weeks old, and then all the way to I think she's 2 in the last, and it's just one of those albums that are 10 pages that you get. I get them at thrift stores and garage sales, but anyway, so I've taken those pictures, and when I saw this layout, I thought this is definitely something that I could use. So the sketch is by Liz Morales Santos. I am using Stampin' Up's new On the Go paper pack, and when I first saw this paper pack, I was excited because it was a travel one, and then I got it and I thought, ooh, those are some bright colors. So this is the paper pack, and you can see this is what I cut out for my little tags. And I tend to be a monochromatic scrapbooker, so this paper pack definitely was a stretch for me. Some of the colors I probably would have never put together. So, but when I looked at it, this is the same color as this, maybe. Tell me if it isn't. It's okay if you tell me if it isn't, because I'm colorblind. So anyway, so this is the paper pack, and this is how I used it. I was happy to be able to use this paper pack in a way that I liked. So when you are working with really bright colors like the ones, you will want to use, you can see that a lot of this is black and white. And that is just my own preference. I know some people really like bright colors, and go for it. That's all I can say is go for it. If that's you, then I'm happy for you. But I struggle with really bright colors. So anyway, but I thought the colors and everything in this really matched. And so the theme of it is Go See Do. So, and she was riding her tricycle on the sidewalk in front of my grandma's house. Her grandma's house. And so these, because I wanted white, I tried it to put pink in there, it was just too much. So these are those old chipboard, the chipboard frames, and I think they look nice on there, and it makes me happy to use things up. And I'm going to start from the bottom to the top, and I'm going to refer back to my sketch, and I'm going to add things in, and it comes with these really fun little things, and I might throw a few things on here. I'm not real super clustery, but I have a few ideas for clusters on this particular one. Okay, so here I go. So my this is the arrow that I cut out with the Cricut. You can see that it is about 8 inches long. So I just went to Cricut, and these might even be in the free shape. So I just chose an arrow that I thought looked like one of their arrows, and I wanted it to be to 8 inches long because that seemed like it was to me. I made it a little bit wider, but then I wanted my pictures to set on it, so and I didn't want it to be any wider than 4 inches. So I just made it 8 inches. I unlocked it and I made it thinner. So this one is going to, the tip is going to be at 10, and I'm going to go ahead and set that one down. And this, I just put the dates. So that is my date. So I've done my journaling of sorts. You can see she's riding a tricycle. I could add more, but I don't think I really have to. So I'm going to put this, and it's going to point to 10. It's going to be fairly close to the bottom. I'll try to make things straight. And you know, if you wanted to, I think I'm going to probably, I don't have to pop dot the pictures because they're out of chipboard. I am going to glue dot them down, because otherwise they will come up off here. And yeah, I thought I would have loved to put the title, "Oh, the Places That You Can Go." Wouldn't that be a cute title for this particular layout? But I just didn't have room for it, and I didn't want to crowd it. And I think when you are dealing with subpar pictures, you kind of want to understate things. So I'm going to put this. So this, I cut out the tag. So I cut out, this title was "Go See Do," and it was all one, and I just cut it out and put it on each one. So this one is this, and I'm going to show you, I didn't have, in the bundle, you can actually get ribbon. I don't know, it might be more like string that matches these, but I'm trying very hard to use what I have, and so this is paper, and I call this faux ribbon. I'm going to show you how to make faux ribbon, and that way it will always match. I'm going to pop dot this a little up because I think it will look better, and so yeah. So Christy's Beautiful Life, it is a 30-day sketch. We're now on day 11. If you have not checked it out yet, it is so much fun. If you are needing inspiration, this is the place to go. It's like getting a sketch and 10 different ways to do it. So here's my question. Should I put the summer right here, or should I put it right here? I think I might put it right here, because then it's kind of like she's driving on to the summer of 1985. So these pictures are from 1985, and like I said, I've already scrapped these pictures, but this book is for my niece, and I'm seeing her next weekend, so I'm hoping that I'm going to have this book done. I think I have maybe 4 or 5 more pages, and that's the beautiful thing about Christy's Beautiful Life too, is you're supposed to do a layout every day. So that is the way to get things done. And so you could make this, if you wanted to, you could pull that out, but I'm not going to today. I'm going to put her, I'm going to once again, and I saw other people, it's kind of fun, so when I'm making the light, because I'm 1 day behind, so what I do is I go and I watch everybody's for it. So today I've been watching this one, and so there were several that had done this, and it's like, it looks like my arrows are crooked. So maybe that's just an arrow thing. When you go to put arrows on, it makes you think that it's crooked when it's not. Okay, I'll just add this really quick. This was a pretty fast layout. If you, and there are, so if you are thinking, oh, I don't have a Cricut, you can do this sketch, because there is a gal, I'm trying to think of who it was, she freehanded and made her own arrow. I was very impressed. So there's another one of my faux ribbons, and I'm going to show you how to do a faux ribbon next. I have all the things that I need. I try to pre-cut things and have things go so the filming will go fast, because I don't edit mine. Sorry. One of these days, it is on my list of things to do. There's such a long list of things I want to learn to do. And I've been retired almost a year. I keep thinking it'd have been nice if this would have covered that up, but I'm okay with that. And then this one's going to go this way. And you can see, I don't know what possessed me to cut out all their, oh, that's why the arrows are crooked, because I've got a whack-a-doodle here. So and this one is pointing, the arrow's pointing to about the 2.5. And some of the things, like she has this cool, I really wanted to do that, but I just don't have any room for that. So, and I'm doing it on, I almost did this on a white background, but that matches, and yeah, I thought, well, I'm going to be brave and use pattern paper as my base, because probably half the layouts I've done, the base is either a number one color is white, number two is a plain cardstock. I don't use a lot of pattern paper, so I'm giving myself all kinds of kudos. Oh, before I do this, let's show you the faux. So this was a little trick I learned from Album Retreat, from Close to My Heart. So I've cut this at a 1/4, and it's kind of tricky, because folding this in half, and especially I've been having real issues with my hands. They do not, they don't want to work right. So I cut this at a 1/4. I'm folding it in half because I want it to fit through. So I've used my Crop-A-Tile and made, I hope that's black. That may not be black. Oh, the joys of being colorblind. You could, if you didn't want it to come apart, you could adhere that together. But I'm tying it with tape anyway. So that is your faux. So I've just cut it from the paper that I'm already using in the layout. I'm grabbing just any kind of black thread that I have. This is embroidery floss. I did have the waxy flax, but I can't find it. So I'm going to use this. And so I'm just going to tie this in a knot, and this gives me my faux ribbon. And that way you never have to worry about having the right color ribbon, because you can make yours out of paper. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this right here, and then that, see how that brings that color in, because I really needed that color. And this is a new color, so I went online and I asked the people who know, because I'm fairly new with Stampin' Up. Well, I've been here almost a year, and I asked them. I said, because the color listed on here is called strawberry. So this color right here, it's called strawberry slush. So that's a hint. So you'll notice on the back here, see how this chipboard is? See how that weird shape is? That's because I've used the negative space. I've used this space and I've used the negative space. So I'm kind of rediscovering. When I went to cleaning, I found all this chipboard. I did the Clean Your Scrapbook Room challenge, and I found all this chipboard, and I really like it. And I think the white is exactly what this layout needed. So let's see what other fun things I can add while I'm thinking about it. So I might have lost them. So I have my sunglasses, so that's going to go to C. So I'm just going to set those on top of the E, like, you know, when we're tired of wearing our glasses and we put them on our head. So that's going to go off right off here. And I've cut this one from, I kind of like fussy cutting. So you can see that I cut it from here, because one of the things that you get two sheets like this. I almost used this great big one, but I thought it was a little bit overwhelming. So I cut that out. That was my C. I also have a map, and I cut out the map. See the map? That is for the go, of course. And I cut that from this paper. I just look for things, and that's kind of what I do with busy patterns, is I just cut them all to pieces. And I cut this one from that paper as well. I cut this from here as well. I thought about cutting out the camera, because the camera's cute. I might put the camera on the C as well, setting it somewhere. I'm not for sure where. And then I have these fun little things. So I didn't have space. On her sketch, she had this fun little thing kind of in between these. And I thought I could maybe put the black, but I don't know where I would put that. If I put them a different color, I could have her arrows going to her as she's riding her bike. I kind of like that one. So I'm going to use these two. And they're foamy and they're fun. They're kind of like a puffy sticker. They're great fun. Okay. I can do that. And then it's crooked because I have a crooked eye. There we go. So that can go there. And what else on here? Is there anything else? Maybe. Well, I will kind of move things around, and because it does look a little plain. I am going to put, she has X's at the top, and I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to freehand it, and I'm going to put my X's. This is very brave of me because my hands right now are not great. I had a stamp, and I probably should have stamped it. I'm not really in love with these X's, but I'm committed now. Okay, so I'm going to put that along here, and actually I might, because I'm not in love with them, I might go ahead and stitch those on there because I'm not loving what I've done, and now I need to cover it up because it's going to drive me nuts. Okay, so I'm going to stop before I ruin a layout that I basically like. Okay, so that is my layout for today, and I hope you will like and subscribe. And if you don't have ribbon, remember you can do a faux ribbon. And even if you have pictures, I cut them pretty small. So when you're using pictures that are not that great, I cut them small. I back them in white, and I put them on kind of a 3D thing. So you can, you know, it's the best with what I can do with what I can work with. So, okay, well, you will have to see what I do with that whole thing, because I'm not in love with that. I wish I would have left the X's off, but I will figure that out. We'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.